Check it out too. Now, many of you have questions about COVID-19, so we're getting you answers. It's time for another edition of our Be the Expert series with Hartford Healthcare. And today we're going to learn about the new variants of COVID-19. What can you tell us about the variant of COVID, and will the current vaccine protect us from it?
The variant of COVID has some changes in proteins, including some areas of the spike protein. We anticipate that the current vaccines will have efficacy against these variants, although it may be diminished from the original strains that were circulated when the vaccines were studied. There are actually several new variants of the virus that have evolved recently. Viruses mutate, and it's part of their normal biologic behavior. As they copy their genetic material, they make some mistakes, and those mistakes result in different types of proteins. So we know that the variant from the United Kingdom is more easily transmissible, and the Brazilian and South African variants also seem to be more transmissible.
If it's more contagious, is it in turn more deadly?
We're still learning a lot about these variants. There's some signal that the variant from the United Kingdom may be more virulent or may kill more people, but we need to do more studies to confirm that.
Will the current vaccine protect us from this variant of the virus?
Well, the vaccines that we are administering now under emergency use authorizations were really tested before these variants were widely spread. We expect that the vaccines will still work, although there may be some decrease in effect of these vaccines with some of the newer variants.
So will this virus continue to evolve over time, which would then create new variants over the course of months or even years?
Viruses will always evolve. Again, as they copy their genetic material, they make these mistakes, and some of the new proteins that result provide an advantage to the viruses to survive and spread. And so the virus will continue to change until we get it under better control.
And lastly, what's your advice for combating coronavirus?
We know that the measures that we have already recommended, such as mask wearing, social distancing, avoiding crowds, avoiding poorly ventilated areas, will control this virus if practiced by all of us. In addition, continue to wash your hands and sanitize frequently touched surfaces. Also, when it's your turn, get your vaccination. Vaccination is really key to controlling this virus and decreasing development of further resistant strains.
For more information about the virus, visit hartfordhealthcare.org/coronavirus. Now, coming up, we'll